Are you looking for an energy drink powder that won't leave you feeling like a jittery mess? Then look no further than the sponsor of this video, Dubby. All you have to do is take 1 scoop of Dubby's drink powder, 8 to 16 ounces of water, you shake it all up and boom, you have the perfect energy drink that's packed with neurotropics, vitamins, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. But wait, there's more. Dubby also has a secret weapon, one that is both natural and patented, one that is derived from the finest coffee cherries and has been clinically proven to boost brain performance. And that weapon is Neurofactor. Not only will you be energized, but you'll be firing on all cylinders too. And there's more where that came from, because Dubby is sugar-free, calorie-free, maltodextrin-free, and has no artificial coloring. It's basically the holy grail of energy drinks. And there's no reason not to try Dubby. With their $14.49 plus shipping and handling starter pack, you get an awesome shaker cup and 2 single-serve packets of their Beach and Peach and Dragonade. It's the perfect way to try Dubby without buying a full tub. So what are you waiting for? Go to www.dubby.gg or click the link down below and use my special code MilesTheMage for 10% off your order. Thank you, Dubby, so much for sponsoring. And now, back to the video.
Hello everybody, what is going on? It's your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master Rose here, back at it again with another video. Today we're going to be looking at the new OneD&D Playtest material. We're going to be looking at the Barbarian today, and that's going to be the focus of this video. And then other videos we'll be looking at the other classes, and then I'll have a video devoted to the new rules and stuff. But I want to take a look at the classes first, because they are the big highlighted feature. So, before we get started, if you like what you see, make sure you leave a like, you comment, you subscribe, and you ring that bell, ding ding ding, and join the notification station, the whole shebang, shaboodle, the whole kit and caboodle, if you know what I mean. With all of that out of the way, as you can see, today we are looking at the Barbarian. It's class group. That's been the thing. There's like class groups. It's like there's warrior, spellcaster, divine. I can't remember all of them, but first things first. I'm not gonna read anything that's not highlighted. I'm not reading. Well, certain exceptions, but we'll get there when we get there. Excuse me. First off, we have a design note, Barbarian updates. Here are the main updates in this class, most of which were inspired by the Player's Handbook survey in 2021. Rage can now be extended with a bonus action each round. Taking damage doesn't extend it, but forcing someone to make a saving throw does. The focus is now on what you do, not on what's done to you. Also, the playtest rage can last for 10 minutes rather than 1 minute. Finally, rage is now stopped by the incapacitated condition. Interesting. I like this. A rage lasting for 10 minutes instead of 1 minute. Don't know if it's going to stick. I want it to stick, but it's more than likely not. They're probably just throwing stuff at a wall and see what will stick. Weapon mastery. Like I said, I know I said I wasn't really gonna read anything that wasn't highlighted, but like I said, certain exceptions. Weapon mastery. If it does not explain it in the class description, because I highlighted information and I didn't want to take too much time to process it, because I want all of my thoughts and opinions on this video. Before we get too deep into it, pause to read. This is what we're looking at for how many rages you get a day, your rage damage. Ooh, okay, rage damage. Weapon masteries, your class features, your proficiency bonus, all of that stuff. I find it very interesting that they're doing the whole feat thing. Basically, you could do an ASI or a feat, but the ASI is now a feat. So it's interesting. We're looking at some good stuff here. So we are looking. All right, creating a barbarian. We're still at 1d12. To be honest, if they changed that, I feel like wizards would have gotten major backlash. Hit points at first level 12 plus con, and then hit points per level after first 1d12 or 7 plus con. For proficiencies, you are proficient in strength and constitution, and you get to choose 2 skills between animal handling, athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, and survival. So I don't think anything's changed there. For weapons, you are proficient with simple and martial, and you are not proficient with any tools. As for armor training, you are proficient with light armor, medium armor, that's interesting, and shields. Wait, let's look back at this. Okay, so we'll get to that when we get to it. Starting equipment. As a first level character, you start with the following equipment, or you could forego it and spend 75 gold pieces on equipment of your choice: an explorer's pack, a great axe or a battle axe, a shield, and 10 gold pieces. Also, hand axe and also 4 hand axes and 15 gold pieces. I think I'm reading that right. Multiclassing in the Barbarian. If your group uses the multiclassing rules in the player's handbook, here's what you need to know. If you choose Barbarian as one of your classes, the ability score minimum. As a multi-class character, you must have a score of at least 13 in the Barbarian's primary ability, Strength, to take a level in this class, or to take a level in another class if you are already a Barbarian. Proficiencies gained. If Barbarian isn't your initial class, you gain proficiency with martial weapons when you take your first Barbarian level. Armor training. When you gain your first Barbarian level, you gain armor training with shields. Interesting. Alright, here we are at Barbarian class features. First, we've got Rage. And just because this part, I will read everything about Rage. If everything was highlighted, it was going to be a mess. You can imbue yourself with a primal power that is called your Rage, a force that grants you extraordinary might and resilience. You can enter it as a bonus action, provided you aren't wearing heavy armor. Okay, so that's interesting. So you can wear light or medium armor and still go into a rage. That's interesting. While active, your rage has the following effects: damage resistance. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. Rage damage. When you make an attack with a weapon or an unarmed strike using your using strength and deal damage to the target, you gain a bonus to the damage that increases as you gain levels in Barbarian, as shown in the rage damage column of the Barbarian table. This is nice. I like this. They need to keep it. Excuse me. Strength advantage. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Okay, so it seems... So you only have advantage on that stuff while you're raging. So, kinda sucks, but okay. No concentration or spells. You can't maintain concentration and you can't cast spells. The rage lasts until the end of your next turn, and it ends early if you don heavy armor or have the incapacitated condition. If your rage is still active on your next turn, you can extend the rage for another round by doing one or more of the following: making an attack roll against the enemy, force an enemy to make a saving throw, take a bonus action to extend your rage. Okay, so like if you're away from the action, like you can't get all up close and personal, you can use your bonus action. So that's good. Each time the rage is extended, it lasts until the end of your turn. You can maintain a rage for up to 10 minutes. You can enter your rage a number of times shown for your Barbarian level in the Rages column of the Barbarian table, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Alright, that's pretty good. Overall, lots of improvements. Rage damage, I love that. Like that, it makes sense. You are angry. You are, "Rah!" So of course you're gonna have more whack. I guess I don't know what I was trying to do there, but for the most part, and then strength advantage. That's pretty good, and being able to take a bonus action, that is pretty good. Um, and then forcing an enemy to make a saving throw or taking a bonus action. These are all pretty good. I really like these. So far, we're looking at a pretty solid barbarian. Alright, so the next thing we get at first level is Weapon Mastery. Your training with weapons allows you to use the Mastery property of two kinds of simple or martial melee weapons of your choice, such as great axes and hand axes. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can practice weapon drills and change the kinds of melee weapons you choose. That is really good. When you reach certain levels in this class, you gain the ability to use the mastery properties of more kinds of weapons as shown in the weapon mastery column of the Barbarian table. Pretty good. I think weapon mastery, we will review weapon masteries after we review the classes. Or I might do it with the fighter, because if I remember correctly, fighters have a lot more to do with the weapon masteries, so we might review weapon masteries when we review the fighter. It all depends. But overall, I think it's pretty solid. Weapon masteries are pretty good. It allows you to use weapons in different ways, so that's pretty awesome. Next up, we've got Primal Knowledge and Reckless Attack. We'll start, obviously, with Primal Knowledge. You gain proficiency in another skill of your choice from the list of skills available to barbarians at first level. In addition, while your rage is active, you can channel primal power when you attempt certain tasks. Whenever you make an ability check using one of the following skills, you can make it as a strength check even if it normally uses a different ability: acrobatics, intimidation, perception, stealth, or survival. When you use this ability, your strength represents primal power coursing through and around you. This is freaking amazing. I was wondering why if we go back to the rage, you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess. This is why. Primal Knowledge, this is freaking awesome. Next up, we've got Reckless Attack. You can throw aside all concern for defense to attack with fierce desperation. When you make your first attack roll on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on attack rolls using strength during this turn, but attack rolls against you have advantage until the start of your next turn. It's the same Reckless Attack we all know and love. Well, sometimes hate. All depends on who you are. I mean, there's no real sense in changing it. I think it's good the way it is. So, yeah. Alright, looking at level 3, we've got Barbarian subclass. You gain the Berserker subclass or another Barbarian subclass of your choice. The Berserker is detailed after the class's description, and other subclasses will appear in future Arcana articles. A subclass is a specialization that grants you special abilities at certain Barbarian levels for the rest of your career. You gain each of your subclasses' features that are of your Barbarian level and lower. This class description tells you the levels when your subclass provides features. Okay, so we will be reviewing the subclass after we review the main stuff, so stick around for that. And then 4th level, we've got the feat. You gain the ability score improvement feat or another feat of your choice for which you qualify. I find it very interesting what they're doing. I think they are doing a lot of what Pathfinder did. and is doing with their feats. Um, except they made ASI a feat, and last I checked, ASI is not a feat. It may be in Pathfinder Second Edition. I haven't played too much Second Edition. First Edition is what I know, and it's not that I don't want to try new things. It's that I haven't gotten the chance to. So, and then at level 5, we get extra attack. You can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action. Also for level 5, we have fast movement. Your speed increases by 10 feet while you aren't wearing heavy armor. That's pretty cool. I like fast movement. Monks have it, and it's pretty good, and so it's really great that barbarians have it. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't think 5e barbarians do. Well, I mean, we could easily just take a look at... Well, considering the fact that it's not on here, they do, and I'm just an idiot. Well then, anyways, moving on. Alright, moving on, we've got, for 6th level, we get a subclass feature. For level 7, Feral Instinct, your instincts are so honed that you have advantage on initiative rolls and dexterity saving throws. This is pretty cool, and I really, really do like this. I feel like more classes should have things where you have advantage on initiative rolls. Not necessarily dexterity saving throws. It's cool that the Barbarian has that. But having advantage on initiative, I think is pretty cool. Level 8, you get a feat. Level 9 is Indomitable Might. If your total for a strength check is less than your strength score, you can use that score in place of the total. Okay, so imagine you get, let's say you get a natural 1 on your strength check. It does not say strength saving throw, so keep that in mind. And I feel like that's good, especially because it looks like there's no limit on this. It doesn't say like you regain use of this after a long or short rest. If you get a natural 1 and your strength score is a 20, you basically get a natural 20, which is pretty good. I really like that. You get another subclass feature at level 10. At level 11, you get Brutal Critical. When you score a critical hit with a weapon or an unarmed strike using strength, the target takes extra damage equal to your barbarian level. That damage is the same damage dealt by the weapon or the unarmed strike. Okay, glad that's there to kind of clarify what's going on. So that way there's no, oh, well, what damage is it? It's great for enemies that have resistances and all of that. So, Brutal Critical, really cool. Level 12, we've got a feat. Level 13, we have Persistent Rage. Your rage is so fierce that it now lasts for 10 minutes without you needing to do anything to extend it from round to round. The rage still ends if you have the incapacitated condition or don heavy armor. That is cool. And that's a pretty good thing to have at 13th level. At 14th level, you get your subclass. At 15, you get Relentless Rage. Your rage can keep you fighting despite your grievous wounds. If you drop to 0 hit points while your rage is active and don't die outright, you can make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. If you succeed, your hit points instead change to a number equal to twice your barbarian level. Each time you use this feature after the first, the DC increases by 5. When you finish a short rest or a long rest, the DC resets to 10. Holy crap. This is freaking cool. Holy crap. This is, that's pretty good. That is a really good feature to have as a barbarian. For 16th level, you get a feat. For 17th level, you get Rage Resurgence. Whenever you roll initiative, you regain 1 expended use of your rage. That's pretty good. At 18, so the crowning thing, like the crowning achievement, the thing that would normally be a level 20 feature in 5e is pushed to level 18, which I think is very interesting to make way for epic boons. So that's interesting. You embody primal power. Your strength and constitution score increase by 2, and their maximum is now 22. 19th level, you get a feat, and 20th level, you gain access to the following benefits. Choose your strength or constitution score. That score increases by 2, and its maximum is now 30. Or, epic boon feat, you gain the epic boon of irresistible offense, or another epic boon feat of your choice. So, epic boons, pretty cool. Let's go ahead and find the boon of irresistible offense. And I know I said we weren't going to really take a look at these. Here we go. You gain the following benefits. Ability score increase. Increase your strength or dexterity score by 1 to a maximum of 30. Overcome defenses. The bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage you deal always ignores resistance. Holy crap. Overwhelming strike. When you roll a 20 on the d20 for an attack roll, you can deal extra damage to the target equal to the ability score increased by this feat. The extra damage type is the same as the attacks type. You can use this benefit only once per turn. Holy cow, even if you can only use it once per turn, that is absolutely freaking amazing, and I absolutely love it. Alright, now we are going to look at the Barbarian subclass, specifically Path of Berserker. First, let's take a look at the design notes. Frenzy no longer causes you to gain a level of exhaustion. Thank God. In addition, it causes you to deal extra damage each round that you use your reckless attack, instead of giving you a bonus action attack, which conflicts with Rage's use of bonus action. Okay, and that's pretty good. Mindless Rage ends the charmed and frightened conditions on you rather than merely suspending them. Okay, that is really good. Retaliation has moved from 14th to 10th level, and Intimidating Presence has moved from 10th level to 14th level, and it has been improved. It can affect a group of creatures rather than only one. Your rage extends its range, and you don't have to spend your action to extend its duration. Okay, pretty good. Let's take a look at the stuff then, shall we? At 3rd level, you get Frenzy. You can go into a frenzy in battle. If you use Reckless Attack while your rage is active, you deal extra damage to the first target you hit on your turn with a strength-based attack. To determine the extra damage, roll a number of d6s equal to your rage damage bonus and add them together. The damage has the same type as the weapon or unarmed strike used for this attack. So let's quickly, so at level 3, is it rage or rage damage? Let me just double check that real quick. Equal to the rage damage bonus. Okay. So at level 3, you're doing 2, and at level 20, you're doing 4. Holy cow! And that's additional. That is really good. 6th level, you get Mindless Rage. You have immunity to the charmed and frightened conditions while your rage is active. If you are charmed or frightened when you enter your rage, that condition ends on you. Pretty good, pretty good. At level 10, we've got Retaliation. When you take damage from a creature that is within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to make one melee attack against that creature using a weapon or an unarmed strike. That is also pretty good. At level 14, you get Intimidating Presence. As an action, you can strike terror into others with your menacing presence as you swell with primal power. When you do so, each creature of your choice within 30 feet of you or 60 feet of you if your range is active must make a wisdom saving throw. DC equal to 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength modifier, provided the creature isn't behind total cover. On a failed save, the creature has the frightened condition for 1 minute. At the end of each of the frightened creature's turns, the creature repeats the saving throw, ending the effect on itself on a successful save. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. If you've run out of uses of this feature, you can expend a use of your rage, choosing not to activate the rage and activating intimidating presence instead. Okay. Overall, I think the Berserker subclass is pretty good. Frenzy is absolutely freaking amazing. Intimidating presence is pretty good. Retaliation is also pretty good. That's you slap me, I slap you type thing. Yeah. Overall, I would give the new OneD&D Barbarian class, if I were to rank it, I'd say I'd give it an 8 out of 10. This is absolutely amazing, and I love it. But anyways, you guys, that is going to be the end of this video here. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like, you comment, you subscribe, and you ring that bell, ding ding ding, and join the notification station, the whole shebang, shaboodle, the whole kit and caboodle, if you know what I mean. Once again, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and this is Rose, signing off. Good boy!